Good boy, good boy. Go to bed boy. Go to bed. Have a rest. Okay, have a rest. Deixa o dono agora, tá bem? Então tá a chegar. Alright, and welcome to another live. So, I'm taking a break from daily races because I just noticed that this lap time challenge came up. And it's in my favorite track ever, the Nordschleife. Well, it's Nurburgring 24 hours, which is 90% Nordschleife and then the Grand Prix circuit. So yeah, really curious about how well I can do here. Sports medium I need. Okay. Sports medium. Alright. Now, what's we have here? 932. Okay, and then if we go to say 1000. Well, 932 at 500, it's already 947. Huge gap there, which is natural because it just started. Well, 932 is amazing compared to the next time, 3 seconds. But then again, Nordschleife is 30 kilometers or something, so yeah, massive. Right, so 932 by 500 is 947, so 15 seconds. And by 1000 it is 949. Okay. Right. Okay. So realistically it would be nice to do 10 or a bit less. Let's see how it goes. Right. Let's go then for sports medium. And enter with the car. 200 brake horsepower, isn't it? 206. Yes, we have 206 for 1000 kilos. Not too bad. Of course, slow by more than standards. This should prove quite interesting. I'll just do this. I don't care. I know I'll be miles away from it, but just to see what the best of the best are doing. And let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. Now, I'll go without traction control. Let's see what happens. Ooh, yeah, suspension is quite soft. Particularly because I'm used... Whoops. Oh, this is a 24-hour. Okay. Particularly because I'm used to driving race cars in here. So, yeah. Or very sporty modern cars with much firmer suspensions. So, first of all, the car, does it pay off to rev it? I think it does. Gear changes are very slow. There you are, my friends. Okay, let's focus. Oh yeah, it's this one. Losing a ton of time, of course. I would expect that. Yeah. Yeah, it will take me some time to get used to this car. I don't care if the lap is not valid. I just want to know how much I do. Get used to the car. Once I feel like I'm in conditions of doing a clean lap, then I'll worry about invalid laps and stuff. Yeah, you have to be very delicate here because there's a lot of body roll. Do you zoom flat? Yes, you can. Shifting gear is advisable though. These will be so slow on the uphill section of the further down Nordschleife. It's so good. You have to be so delicate on the inputs. because I recently did the Grand Prix circuits, which is quite different. Oh, I was completely forgetting this. Okay. Well, okay, now I'm at home. Enter the Nordschleife. Well, at home with the track, not with the car. But this will be easier because these I know by heart. Wow, it's so funny to drive this here. The direction feels so light once it loses grip. Wow. Feedback is really good on this car on the wheel. I think they nailed the force feedback. It's distracted with a notification on my phone. My smartwatch, sorry. With the race car I can do that, not with this one. Even though I cut it a bit too far, I think. There's a section there that has like cement kind of pavers with grass inside, but then I think it's just grass, not sure. So I might have went too far out, not sure. Yeah, that's what happens when I try to do out smart. Smartest. Nice. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time now. Shouldn't have been there. Slow too much here. This car is slow, you don't need to slow that much. Just brake a little bit. The good thing though is that because the suspension is quite soft and the car and the ride height is quite substantial compared to racing cars, it's far more pliant with these high curbs that we have on the Nordschleife. With the race car going at the speed it goes and with the hard suspension, they can be very unforgiving when you climb a curb. Okay, let's try it on the torque. Going uphill should be okay. Maybe it would have been better to be in second there, but I'm not sure. Driving this slow is very good for you to think about your driving lines, actually. Because I have a tendency to always drive fast up here, and my driving lines are very poor considering how well I know the circuit and how long I've been driving in it. As my friend Pedro said when he watched some of my initial videos, that I was doing the corners very square, and he was spot on in his analysis. And I think about that a lot of times when I do it on, well, just stuck, you know, because he's an excellent driver, he's better than me, but he only does Assetto Corsa on the PC. And yeah, that really stuck with me, and I keep remembering that whenever I'm, I trust it too much, that wouldn't affect, and it did, obviously. Well, now it's obvious. And yeah, so every time, like I've been racing in Spa in the Del Rey C, and I'm constantly thinking about that because it's a circuit that I don't know very well, and I'm constantly thinking whether am I hitting the apex, is this the ideal trajectory, racing line, and yeah, that's how to improve, that's the way to improve in my opinion. You have to keep questioning yourself, live in the corners, watch A+ players doing them, see what they do, the pros, content creators and the pros. Now, the good thing about this car is because everything is happening so slowly, you have a lot of time to apply corrections. But yeah, this car takes a lot of getting used to if you typically don't drive this kind of stuff, which I don't. I think most people will drive faster, more modern cars, and this is way old school. It's also from the time where 911s used to have a terrible weight distribution because the engine is in the back. Oof. And yeah, when you lose it, it's very hard to get it back because the engine is in the rear, right, and it's rear-wheel drive, so the back end is very heavy. I don't know, it's the weight. What's the distribution of the weight in this car? It must be like 40, 60 on the rear, at least. I would imagine. Now they are much better, I think. I think it will be even more than that, the rear. More than 911s are very good. They manage to put the heavy stuff further to the front. Oh, this jump is funny with this car. Yeah, hitting the curbs is not recommended. Oh, I should have been. Oh, yeah. This car is a handful, definitely. I don't think I'm missing the traction control. I'm not sure if it will make a difference, to be honest. I'll stick without it. But yeah, this car, it's very difficult to drive here. I'll tell you that. At least for me. I'm pretty sure Verstappen would find it a piece of cake, and guys like him. But yeah, for my driving skills, mere mortal, non-professional at all, this is a handful. 10 minutes. Yeah, but of course there's a lot of time to be recovered here. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the end of the straight when we have to brake. That'll be hard with this car and needs to be very well judged. $225, not too bad. Kind of what I expected for 200 brake and 1,000 kilos roughly, give or take. I should have started braking way earlier. Managed to get it, but obviously lost time. At least 2 seconds I lost there, I think, maybe even more. Alright, lap 2. 11 minutes 11 is the time to get. Not 9:11, 11:11. I keep forgetting it's this one. I was doing the normal Grand Prix circuits. Let's put the map so I don't get any surprises. Should have done it much earlier. Yeah, this comes as quite a shock after, I don't know. I don't know if I ever drove anything with such a soft suspension here ever. Mika, this is perfect for Mika, the YouTuber, content creator that is also I could have done this fast. Who is also now a sim racer, I believe. Guy from Russia or Ukraine that lives in the Notch, next to the Notch Life, and does all the videos driving whatever he can get his hands on in the Notch Life. Yeah, this one is tricky. He's an amazing driver. I'm pretty sure he would be very good in this lap time challenge. Because he drives old stuff almost like this, and maybe this even. Maybe he already drove one of these in the Nordschleife. Wouldn't surprise me. Definitely plan. As long as you do it gently. This can be done flat on. I didn't. A little bit. This is tricky. Need to be careful there. It's like direction changes is where, because the car is so soft, you need to be very careful with direction changes. I don't even see it anymore. Lost a lot of time here. Where are you? You left me alone. 258. Oh, lap is invalidated because I crashed into something or I cut. I didn't notice. Need to pay more attention. Probably. I know where it might have been. Yeah, I went too far in. This one is okay, nice. I managed to get a good racing run with this car here. It will be a long laps. A long time, a lot of laps. I was on the track, but I'm not sure what happened there. Huh. I think I'm more careful next time. For a moment there I thought I would be able to save it. Curves are really tall. Avoid the curves, avoid the curves, avoid the curves. Remember that. Traction is really good though. No traction issues whatsoever, which is kind of expected with the tires it's on, and considering that it has rear-wheel drive, a lot of weight in the back. That's why 911 was so good acceleration-wise at the time. We have a lot of weight in the back, so more pressure on the rear wheels for the drive is. Not too bad in this section. Still quite far from those 9:32 seconds lap that this guy is doing, but yeah, it's my second lap. I'm quite happy with what I'm shooting at the moment, keeping the car on the road most of the time. But I don't know when I'll be able to do a clean lap, let alone do something less than 10 minutes. What's happening with this one? 50 bits, yeah, nice. And this one here. He shouldn't have been there, okay. Not bad. Lost a lot of time there. I think it was the entry to the carousel and the carousel itself. This can be done much faster, but I'm just being careful here. Trying not to rock the boat too much, because the boat is easily lockable. Very dangerous boat this is. There you go. Yeah, weights. Managing the balance of the car when you have weight transfers, it's very, very hard. And this circuit is a nightmare for this car. And pretty much any other circuits, it will be fine, but this one, with the constant changes in so many different kinds of corners. It's so helpful when I can see the ghosts, because when I can't, I have to make a judgment call. I have no reference of entry speed, of where it positions the car. Yeah. Starting to get to know the car a bit better. Still playing very defensively, driving very defensively because it's a handful. You see a little dab on the brakes and loses composure. That's about to change. I'm pretty terrible in this section. Ooh, almost made it. I shouldn't have pushed so hard. Advantages of having traction control off. You can turn it quickly. Right. This is weird, so comic. Such a small car. Big the back on this one. Nice. Proper interior. 7,000. Red line is there. Interesting, okay. Because knowing when to shift in here is really important as well, because it's such a low power car. Shifting in the right moment becomes all the more important. The red revs. Right, so it takes these sides, then it throws it a bit there, here, and brake hard on the brakes here. Alright, that was good. Very happy with that. Lost 1 second, maybe 2. Not bad, not bad. Maybe more, I don't know. 10:52 compared to 11:11. Okay, progress. Progress is good. Unfortunately, because the lap was validated, I can't really compare. Oh man. I can't really compare the partials. Right, let's try to make a clean lap, one that doesn't become red. The front was completely loose. It goes up in there as long as you have inner wheels inside the thing, it should be fine, okay. Now these should be flat. Yep. Okay, yeah, this bit is easy. Just flat, keep it there. Should have kept my steering angle. Yeah, there you go. Lower lap. I'll just keep going because I'm pretty sure I'll make a lot more mistakes. I just need to get used to the car's handling. By the way, anyone watching at all? Nope. Expected. It is what it is. One day I will have millions of viewers. Millions! But yeah, this side. That's one way to do it. Not the proper one, but... Let's see now. Getting to know the car a bit better. Which sometimes is our friends' words. Let's try not to make it. Let's try not to destroy the engine either. This is dangerous in this car. This is dangerous. It's really fun in race cars, but on this one it's not. Danger, danger, Ruben Robinson. Right, I think this can be done almost flat. Yep. I wonder if it can be done flat actually. I think we got a little bit before. That was dangerous. Not okay, but managed to save it. Should have braked more. Much more familiar with the car now. Far from being as familiar as I should. So managed to do a clean lap. But getting much better than famous last race. Yeah, overconfidence. That's what happens. Come on, Ghost, come here. Good boy. Where you place the car in gear is paramount. You want to use every bit of track you can because the car is so slow, carrying speed is essential. So, the quicker you corner, the more speed you'll be able to carry. as clearly demonstrated by the guy in front of me compared to me. Yeah, but the feeling on the steering wheel is superb, absolutely superb. You can see, you can feel exactly what the front wheels are doing. And bear in mind that I'm on a mid to cheap range setup. I have a Master TS300, I think, costs roughly £300. But I'm really happy with it. Force feedback is very strong. It can be even too strong in some cars, for my taste. I don't like a super heavy steering. And yeah, I'm really happy with the steering wheel. And in this car, I think they nailed it, the force feedback. Alright, let's focus now. So previous lap 10:52, if I can make 10:30 now, I'll be happy. At least 10:30 or better. I'm gaining on it. I'm just keeping the distance. I think I'm getting slightly. Whoa, no way. That's... I'll take that as a win as well. This car is so strange in the carousel. Oh man, I'm so not used to driving such soft suspension car. There's so much time to begin here. That was everybody they did the lap as well. Yeah. Alright. This car starts to make sense now. You have to be very careful when you apply the brakes, particularly if it's up or downhill. Yeehaw! Too fast. Yeah, I should have braked there. Boy, Gomes, ¿qué pasa? My dog is thinking about what his next move would be. He's tired because he played a lot yesterday. It was a very painful day. He even went to vote. It was human, didn't you, boy? You went to vote, yeah, in Scotland. Roy Gomez in now, and down. Wasn't your fault, but didn't help either. He was trying to get past. Just lazy. Instead of going around, he wanted to go under my legs. Alright, I'm here. Still alive. Nice boy. I think he needs to go outside. I'll just finish this lap real quick. Because he might have a poo. He was outside just now, but I think he just wants to go outside because the weather is kind of nice. He's very outdoorsy. So shifting should be here. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, to your right, the Nurburgring Castle. Mesdames et messieurs, à votre droite, le château de Nurburgring. Senhoras e senhores, à vossa direita, o castelo de Nurburgring. I can't remember the Italian. Alright, 10:30, come on, 10:30. 10:30, almost. 10:33, that's a major improvement. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. Go play with my dog, see if he needs to poo, and I'll be back in a bit. Fora Gomes, vamos, como é que estás, Gomes? Espera aí, como é que estás a ouvir? Gomes, anda cá. Estás a ter frio, tá bem? Se quiseres fazer, já ponho aqui, tá bem? Ah não, diz lá.
boy. Good boy. Olha. Não tá. Olha. The ball is here, boy. See? The ball? É, tava aqui. Vamos, um pouquinho. Opa. Aqui está. Vamos. Anda. Opa. Stop. Opa. Opa. Good boy. Hey, deita. 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 É assim, acho que vai. Good boy. Good boy, guys. Good boy.
Yeah, that'll actually be the end of the stream. I have to do other stuff. Thanks for watching.